I've come to realize that I don't know many of the seniors. So maybe I should get to know them before they go.
So my favorite memory with Brian when we were living in Coronado, like it was a horrible place. We had to navigate through so much. But my favorite memory at the end was when we were moving out and we had to bring the couch that we got from the dumpster at first, fall. So we had to drag it down because the elevators at Coronado wouldn't work.
Perfect.
So we were dragging this pink couch, all dirty, nasty, down the stairs, like breaking and just hitting because we were also so mad from like living in Coronado.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, what's a lesson they taught you?
So Brian, I know Brian since my first day at SLU because we lived in the same floor. And a lesson that Brian taught me through the years was to be open to change and be open to listen. I think Brian, since the beginning when we had a lot of conversations to navigate through SLU, we realized that we needed to be open to a lot of the things. And we were really uncertain how to do that, but I think like together we were able to navigate that very well. And Brian completely changed the way that I see things since then.
Awesome. And then is there anything you want to say to him before he graduates?
Yeah, Brian, before we graduate, I want to have such a good time with you in graduation. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. These were 4 years that I'll never forget. You're someone that has completely impacted my life, and I hope to see you very soon anywhere. If it's in Wisconsin, if it's in Hawaii, it's in Brazil, anywhere. I just love you so much.
Hi, I'm Selena.
All right. So what was your first impression of AA?
My first impression at AA was at the first GBM for AAA, and she was talking about how wonderful it is to be in this organization, and just her talking about how wonderful it is to be in a fam.
Perfect. And then what is a favorite or funny memory?
My favorite moment is for me to find out that she was my big. Love you. Anyway.
And then what do you want to say to them after they graduate?
You're going to do so amazing in grad school. You already done historian for AAA. You're senior advisor. I just know you're going to do wonderful. You're non-stoppable. Love your energy. And yes, take me to your New York trip next time you go.
Hi, my name's Michelle, and I'm friends with James Cruz.
Awesome. So how did you first meet?
I first met James at FSA's first general body meeting, and we have our traditional like icebreaker where we play and like get on each other's backs with like the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And he approached me first with his little camera, and he was just super kind and nice. And I was super nervous, obviously being a freshman in a new environment. But that's how we first met, and we started getting closer through that and being familiar with each other, and I think that's one of my core memories with him.
And is there anything you want to say to him before he graduates?
Yeah, so James, I just want to let you know that I love you so much and that you have been such a great impact on my life here at SLU. I know that you're going to do amazing things in the future. You're going to be the best nurse ever in the maternity floor, midwife in the future, and my life here at SLU wouldn't be the same without you, and I'm so thankful for the memories and friendships that we've had together. So let's keep in contact. Love you, Jamesy.
Hi guys, my name is John. Okay, so my favorite memory with James would definitely be going to office desk shifts because I'm just the best widow ever. Just talk to him about really anything, like he always has something to say. But there was one time, I don't know what the topic was, but it was when I found out he used to run an Olivia Rodrigo fan account. And I was like, I wasn't surprised, but it was like, oh,
Interesting.
very interesting fact.
No, thanks.
No judgment, but I think it was really funny. It was basically, I mean, we just wardrobed a lot.
That's so fun.
It was fun.
Is there anything you want to say to him before he graduates?
Before he graduates, hopefully you're seeing this right now, James, but thank you so much for literally everything that you've done for me. All the talks we've had, all the advice you've given me when I've been crashing out, all the times you've taken me places. Thank you for taking me to urgent care that one time. Thank you for taking me to pick up my medicine that one time. Thanks for always taking me out to get food with Gian. I definitely miss having you around. Please stay. Just stay. Like, just stay. Please don't be a stranger to me. Because if anything, I'll be the one that keeps texting you, even if you're busy. But I hope that we can stay in touch always and forever.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm going to be talking about James Cruz. So, how did I first meet James? It was at the code audition workshops at the beginning of the year, and my first impression of him was I was scared. I was so intimidated. I was literally jittering my teeth, like shaking in my boots. And I thought he wanted to curb stomp like all the freshmen. But I quickly realized that is not the case, and that he is genuinely one of the nicest people you will ever have the chance of getting to know in your life. And I think the thing I admire most about James that comes to mind is his ability to stay calm, because I swear I've never seen this man crash out in my whole time here, and I really admire that. I would love to be like that one day. So yeah, love you, James.
Hi, I'm Athulia.
Awesome. So use 3 words to describe Neve.
Yeah, so I believe that Neve is very authentic, reliable, and also very thoughtful. And I think it's because, like, since I've worked with her, especially a lot this past year as a co-president with me for Asian American Association, we've just been through a lot of things together, but ups and downs, and I've seen her as like a wonderful leader. Just like aside me, but also like I am able to depend on her a lot throughout that process, and she was very like authentic with her own words and whatever she wanted to see and envision within Asian American Association. And I know that she's super thoughtful because she always considers everyone else's perspectives before she takes a decision. Of course, like as president, we were making decisions like for the club, but still she like regarded everyone. So.
Is there anything you want to say to her before she graduates?
Yeah, so I wish you all the best, Neve, and your next endeavors, wherever you commit to for your master's in public health. I know you have some amazing options, so honestly I can't wait to visit you wherever you go. And also I would just like to say that you've been like such a big inspiration for me, and since like all the memories we made together, from like laughing all the time we see each other, and also to like, you know, having our little down moments but still like very intimate moments that we got really close with. And I'm really, really happy that I got to be your friend these past 2 years, and I just can't wait to see what you do next with your life. Congrats!
Hi, I'm Kelly.
Okay, so how did you first meet Neve?
I first met Nee when I was an assistant, I think 2 years ago, and she was the advocacy chair. I never actually fully got to meet her until Masu, and that's when we got really close, and that's when I learned that we have the same type of humor as well.
What are some of your favorite things to do together?
Definitely like getting food, being big back together. Every time we try studying, we always end up at the restaurant. So honestly, my favorite thing is just getting food with her, getting to know her, and also just like all of our late night laughs.
Is there anything you want to say to her before she graduates?
Yes, Neve, I'm gonna miss you so, so much. I spend like every night with you, girl. I'm gonna miss you when you graduate, but I'm gonna visit you wherever you go, and trust you're able to visit me too whenever. And you better be at Showcase.
Hi, I'm Carla Vergara. I'm Sarah's friend.
How did you first meet Sarah?
I first met her through FSA. I was fresh rep last year and she was VPE.
Awesome. And then what was your first impression?
Well, my first impression of her, she's a little like quiet, like just cool girl, nonchalant. But I got to know her more and she's very, very chalant. She's very chalant, not very quiet, but she's still cool.
And then what's a favorite memory with her?
Well, my favorite memory of her was e-board retreat last year. Given that she's 2 years older than me, we weren't very close like my freshman year, but I remember giving her a letter and just pretty much telling her how much I look up to her and how she's a role model.
Awesome. And then anything you want to say to her?
Good luck, Sarah, and I know you're gonna do so, so, so great after graduation, and I hope you save more lives. I'm gonna miss you so, so much.
One of my favorite memories, a lot of memories I have with Sarah, it's us like watching a movie and doing stuff together. I think one in particular was last year we hosted MFAS at SLU. So me and her, we stayed up working on like these care packages for our workshop facilitators, and we watched all three Descendants movies.
Nice.
And we were up until like God knows how long, like maybe like 4 a.m. And then we just like because we only slept for like maybe an hour or two because they had to go to the arch for a sunrise thing. But I think it was just a really core memory that in like that one was like part of the foundation of like the rest of our hangouts. We usually like because we always like I think we always like watch like movies or shows together and stuff. Like we watched like Good Bad Mother. We haven't finished it yet, but it's pretty good. And we always and then we binge like Haikyuu and Demon
Oh,
Slayer.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's
something you admire about her?
I think I just love how hardworking she is. She's very like how do I say this? She does a lot like in terms of extracurriculars, and she always like even though it's really hard like a lot most of the time, like she still is able to get it done. She's still able to do it. I know she's been like spread thin many times, but like she still manages to push through. I think I really just admire how like strong she is.
Hey Carlo, it's Arib. I just want to say super proud of you. One thing that you don't quite give yourself enough credit for is as a leader, I do feel as though that you somehow strike this balance between being genuine and approachable while also being like a hyper efficient leader. And both of those are very like uncommon, but you're one of those rare people who has both.
Hi, I'm so happy to be making this video for Carlo's senior video. Carlo's such a great friend, and I'm really gonna miss him next year, and I've really gotten to know him this past year of working together. I'm really gonna miss Carlo's downness for anything and everything. I know that Carlo is a very busy person. I feel like he's always running around campus, and anytime I get to see him is like always brightens my day to run into him on campus. And despite how busy Carlo is, I've never felt like in the way of anything that he's doing. He's so intentional with everything that he does. And I think that's really special about being Carlo's friend, and anyone is so lucky to know Carlo. And I'm so happy for him, and I hope that you celebrate all of senior activities and festivities because I know how hard you've worked for it and you're so deserving of it. And I can't wait to hear about everything that you do after graduation. Bye!
Learning about so many seniors has made me kind of hungry. Let's get something to eat.